We all dream of financial freedom, but let's face it, building wealth takes work. Today, we're talking about some red flags that might be holding you back. Don't worry, these aren't set-in-stone curses. But if you recognize any of these signs, it's time to make some changes. So grab a pen and paper because let's face it, you probably can't afford a fancy notepad yet. And let's see if any of these signs apply to you. Sign number 1, the latte factor fallacy, the latte factor. You've probably heard this term thrown around. The idea goes something like this: skipping your daily fancy coffee habit can save you hundreds, even thousands of dollars a year. While the core principle of mindful spending holds weight, focusing solely on the latte does a disservice to the bigger picture. Here's why the latte factor can be a dangerous myth, or it minimizes the power of small, consistent spending. Sure, a single latte might not seem like a big deal, but those daily or even weekly indulgences add up quickly. Think about it. That $5 latte every workday translates to $25 a week, $100 a month, and a whopping $1,200 a year. And that's just one latte. Factor in other daily expenses like vending machine snacks, takeout lunches, or impulse buys, and the numbers can become staggering. It breeds complacency. The latte factor mentality might lull you into a false sense of security. You convince yourself that skipping a latte is enough, neglecting to address the root cause of your overspending. Instead of focusing on these small indulgences, take a holistic approach. Track your expenses for a month to see where your money truly goes. You might be surprised at how many unnecessary expenses you can eliminate. It ignores the underlying issues. Let's be honest, sometimes that daily latte isn't just about the coffee. It might be a pick-me-up during a stressful workday, a social ritual with colleagues, or a temporary escape from a boring routine. If you find yourself clinging to these small luxuries, address the underlying reasons. Can you find healthier ways to manage stress? Pack a delicious and affordable lunch to avoid takeout temptations. The key is to identify the triggers and find sustainable solutions. Sign number 2, the blame game. This might be the biggest red flag of them all. Falling into the blame game trap keeps you stuck in a cycle of powerlessness. Here's why it's so dangerous for your financial future. It breeds complacency. If you believe external factors solely determine your financial situation, there's little incentive to take action. You might resign yourself to the idea that the system is rigged, or that the rich get richer, and the poor get poorer. This mentality prevents you from exploring opportunities, developing financial literacy, and taking control of your circumstances. It shifts focus away from solutions. When you blame external factors, you're not focusing on the areas you can actually control. Your energy goes towards complaining about the problem instead of brainstorming solutions. Building wealth is about taking ownership of your finances and making smart choices with the resources you have. It creates a victim mentality. Constantly blaming external factors cultivates a victim mentality. You start to see yourself as powerless and at the mercy of forces beyond your control. This can be emotionally draining and zap your motivation to improve your financial situation. The power of personal responsibility. The good news is you have more control over your finances than you might think. By taking responsibility for your spending habits, your earning potential, and your financial education, you empower yourself to make positive changes. Sign number 3, keeping up with the Joneses. The Joneses. Those seemingly perfect people with their flawless vacations, designer wardrobes, and brand new cars, all splashed across social media for your viewing and envy pleasure. But here's the harsh truth. Most of what you see online is a carefully curated illusion. People are filtering their lives, showcasing the highlight reel, not the reality of bills, budgeting, and sacrifices. Falling into the trap of keeping up with the Joneses' online personas is a surefire way to sabotage your financial future. Here's why. The comparison trap. Constantly comparing your behind-the-scenes life to someone else's meticulously crafted online image is a recipe for unhappiness and financial strain. Social media feeds don't reveal the debt people rack up to maintain those appearances. You might end up prioritizing unnecessary spending to keep up with a facade, neglecting your own financial goals in the process. A lifestyle inflation. As you see your peers indulging in fancy experiences and designer goods, you might feel pressured to follow suit. This lifestyle inflation can quickly derail your budget. Remember, most people only showcase the exciting parts of their lives, not the financial sacrifices they make behind closed doors. Focusing on the wrong things. When you're constantly chasing someone else's dream life, you lose sight of your own goals and values. Instead of obsessing over the Joneses' vacations, channel your energy into building your own financial security and pursuing experiences that truly matter to you. Here's how to break free from the comparison trap. Unfollow comparison triggers. Take control of your social media experience. Unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate or pressure you to spend beyond your means. Curate your feed with people who inspire you and promote financial wellness. Focus on gratitude. Shift your mindset. Instead of envying others, practice gratitude for what you have. Take stock of your blessings, big and small. A grateful heart is less susceptible to comparison and more content with its own journey. Celebrate your wins, track your own financial progress, no matter how small. Did you pay off a credit card? Did you reach a savings goal? Acknowledge and celebrate your achievements. Your financial journey is unique, so focus on your own milestones. Sign number 4, the get-rich-quick mentality. The allure of get-rich-quick schemes is strong. We're bombarded with online ads promising overnight success, social media influencers flaunting their easy money lifestyles, and even lottery tickets whispering sweet nothings about mansions and yachts. But here's the harsh truth. These schemes are just that, schemes. Let's dissect the dangers of the get-rich-quick mentality, or unsustainable promises. These schemes prey on desperation and financial naivety. They promise unrealistic returns with little to no effort. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. A high-risk, almost guaranteed loss. Most get-rich-quick schemes involve some form of upfront investment or participation fees. These fees often line the pockets of the scheme creators, leaving you with nothing but an empty wallet and a broken dream. A time and effort wasted. The time and energy you pour into these schemes could be much better spent developing solid financial strategies. Learn how to invest wisely, budget effectively, and increase your income through legitimate means. Here's the alternative: building a sustainable financial fortress. Focus on long-term growth. Building wealth takes time and discipline. Focus on strategies like consistent saving, investing for the future, and potentially increasing your income through education or side hustles. Calculated risks, not reckless gambles. The wealthy understand that calculated risks are necessary for financial growth. This could involve investing in the stock market, starting a business, or negotiating a raise. However, they manage these risks carefully to protect their financial well-being. Our education is key. The more you know about personal finance, the better equipped you are to make sound financial decisions. Read books, listen to podcasts, and take advantage of free online resources. The knowledge you gain will empower you to avoid get-rich-quick scams and build a secure financial future. Sign number 5, fear of taking calculated risks. The wealthy understand that calculated risks are like stepping stones across a river. They allow you to reach the other side, the land of opportunity and financial growth. But let's face it, the idea of taking risks can be terrifying. Here's why calculated risks are essential, and how to approach them with confidence. Calculated risks versus reckless gambles. There's a big difference between blindly throwing money at a venture and taking a well-researched, strategic risk. The wealthy understand the importance of due diligence, thorough research, and having a plan B or even C in case things don't go exactly according to plan. Fear is normal, but don't let it paralyze you. Everyone experiences fear when considering a risk. The key is not to let it hold you back. Instead, acknowledge your fear, analyze the potential risks and rewards, and develop a plan to mitigate those risks. Sometimes, the biggest reward lies just beyond your comfort zone. Small wins build confidence. You don't have to jump straight into a life-altering risk. Start small. Invest a manageable amount in a new venture. Negotiate a raise at work. These small wins will boost your confidence and equip you to tackle bigger challenges in the future. Learn from mistakes. Everyone makes them. Let's face it, not every calculated risk will pay off. The important thing is to learn from your mistakes. Analyze what went wrong, adjust your strategy, and don't be afraid to try again. Remember, even the most successful people have a graveyard of failed ventures, but they learned from them and kept moving forward. Remember, these signs aren't a life sentence. If you recognize any of them in yourself, it's a call to action. Educate yourself about personal finance, develop a budget, explore ways to increase your income, and make smart investment choices. Building wealth is a journey, not a destination. Start today, and you'll be surprised how far you can go. What are some financial challenges you're facing? Share them in the comments below, and let's work together to overcome them. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more personal finance tips to help you break free from these wealth-sabotaging habits.